All right, hello, welcome everybody. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so I thought I'd just pop on here. I had a no-show, and so I thought it was a good time to come on and say hello. If you're watching later, thanks for watching. I just wanted to talk for a minute about VIPKid. I've been doing a lot of OutSchool videos lately, but I am still loving my time with VIPKid. And we just got in the teacher update yesterday, noticed that it was their 7th anniversary. So it got me thinking kind of about the history of this company, and I have been with VIPKid almost half of its life now. I'm coming up on 3 years in just a couple weeks here. I'll be at 3 years. This was the week 3 years ago that I applied and got started, and then I got hired on November 6th, 2017, and been with it ever since, loving it ever since. And I've seen major changes in this company in 7 years. And I just kind of wanted to chat for a little bit about some of the things that it was like 7 years ago and how it's changed to now, and kind of dream with you about what it could be in the future. First of all, when I got started, there was only, I think I was teacher number 30,000 something. And now in the announcement yesterday, they said there's over 100,000 teachers, and I wrote it down, over 800,000 students. That's crazy. Wow. And it's kind of interesting too, a ratio of 1 teacher to 8 students. I think I would say I have like a few more than that regular students, but it's kind of interesting ratio, huh? And so 7 years, 100,000 teachers, 800,000 students, and I think 2020 has not been a great year for VIPKid or like anyone in the world, maybe, right? But it was a rough year because, of course, coronavirus hit China first, kids were in lockdown, families were struggling financially, and I think a lot of us experienced lower bookings. For me, my bookings have stayed pretty consistent, and most of my regulars have stayed on with VIPKid. But I would say in general, it's been a year of lower bookings for teachers, meaning less classes being booked. I'd love to hear your experience this year with that. And with that came the big news I think they announced it in July or August, about the new pay scale with VIPKid. So I would say that VIPKid is still kind of rebounding from that announcement. It was a rough announcement because most teachers who are part-time are taking a pretty big pay dip, a pay cut. And that really stinks, especially because when I was hired in 2017, they really billed it as part-time income, full-time pay, right? Which is not, there's no such thing as free money or easy money, right? And I've said all along with this job, it's not easy ever. It will take work, right? But it was really marketed back then toward more, this is a part-time job. You can do this as a side gig. You can do this, for stay-at-home moms or while you're doing whatever. And now I feel like they're really moving more toward, they want teachers to be full-time or fuller time. They want to have fewer teachers teaching more classes. Tell me if you agree with that. That just kind of seems to be the push. For me, I'm never going to be able to teach full-time with VIPKid. I just won't alter my life that drastically to get up because of the time zone I'm in. I would have to teach through the night, and I just am not going to do that. I think for me, I'm going to stick with VIPKid as long as I can. Unless there's some, drastic shift in my life, I don't see that happening. But I see myself staying with VIPKid for several years, even if I go back to teaching in the classroom, which may happen when my youngest goes back to kindergarten. I think I'll keep VIPKid on for the weekends or for maybe a class or here or there during the week, just to connect with my regulars. I suppose if all my regulars left VIPKid, I might consider leaving VIPKid because they're really the people who are keeping me there. So yeah, I wanted to say it's been kind of a rough year for VIPKid with the pay scale change. People, I would say, judging by the Facebook group, but of course you cannot always judge by the Facebook group. Judging by I would say the climate of VIPKid isn't great, but I am more Optimistic. Well, for one, I just love VIPKid, and I feel very loyal to them, especially after winning the China trip with them in January. I I saw the headquarters, I saw the staff, I met the firemen, I met the community team, and they're just amazing people. And I will forever sing their praises. They are making this whole thing work. And all of you teachers working at home, you're doing your part so well, but you have to realize that you're just part of a bigger picture. And everybody's working together to make a cool experience for these students and really a positive educational experience. So I really think I'm very optimistic about VIPKid. I think maybe with the new pay structure, they won't attract as many part-time teachers. They might attract more teachers who are looking for a full-time gig, who can work a lot of hours. That's just my prediction. And I would love to see in the future more talk about getting into other countries. I think it was last year they announced that some teachers were going to have the option to apply for the program to be in other countries other than just China. And I think that is slowly happening. You don't hear much about it, but I would love in the future to see VIPKid expand to different countries. Of course, for us American teachers, it would be really nice to not have to get up at 5 in the morning and have different time zones be available to teach in because man, I feel it. You have to really, really fight burnout if you're an American teacher getting up in the early hours to teach. You really have to put in some safeguards so that you don't get just exhausted from waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning every day. So yeah, I'm really optimistic, and I'm just really happy with VIPKid. Happy birthday to VIPKid. And I would love to hear your anniversary with VIPKid. So I am coming up on my 3-year anniversary, and I love it. November 6th, I'll always remember it. It's actually my daughter's birthday. It's the day I ended up signing my contract. So November 6th, 2017 is my anniversary with VIPKid. And yeah, very happy with this company, happy with the opportunity. Of course, it's not perfect, but no job is perfect. So I think you have to take some of the good with some of the bad and adapt to the changes. And yeah, I'm riding this VIPKid train as long as possible. All right, teachers, talk to you later. I hope you're having a great day. Goodbye.